On a crisp fall morning in Sugar Hill, New Hampshire, we couldn't resist revisiting an old friend.
I describe it as a very New England, family-run, family-orientated restaurant where we get generations of customers that return year after year.
Kathy Coach's grand and great-grandparents began Polly's Pancake Parlor in the 1930s on the 200-year-old farm it still sits on. The larger dining room is new, but not much else.
We have several employees who are working today who have been with us probably a minimum of 10 years. Both our adult children came back, so now the fourth generation is well entranced.
Nothing like fall foliage season to see the variety of people making a pilgrimage to Polly's.
Just this week, I've seen plates from California, the Midwest, Texas.
I dragged my husband all the way from Nevada to come here.
He's never been.
He's never been.
Of course, coming here is all about the pancakes, which, like the decades of family artifacts on the wall, haven't changed much either.
We still stone grind the cornmeal, and then the batters are made fresh every day. Syrup is still the same. We get it from a local farmer up in Lancaster, New Hampshire.
Not on the menu here, but a priceless ingredient, the view. Oh yeah, breakfast. Half stack of blueberries from New Hampshire maple at Polly's. Doesn't get any better. About 38 miles south of Sugar Hill in Plymouth, New Hampshire, you'll find one of Grafton County's prettiest town centers, as well as Plymouth State University, on whose campus we also found the Museum of the White Mountains.
We're interested in everything that makes this place so special.
Director Megan Doherty oversaw first an exhibit that spoke to the artistic history in the White Mountains, followed by this exhibit speaking to the present and future of, well, the White Mountains themselves.
Our current exhibition is work from an ongoing collaboration between an artist, Rita LeDuc, an ecologist and science communicator, Rich Blundell, and the Hubbard Brook Experimental Forest.
During the 1960s, it was at Hubbard Brook in the Grafton County town of Thornton, New Hampshire, that acid rain was first identified.
Obviously, the White Mountains, like everywhere else on Earth, not immune from climate change.
Right. So the scientists at Hubbard Brook have been collecting all this data for 60 years to understand the baseline of what a healthy forest looks like. Rita's paintings engaging with that kind of tension between that baseline and the tipping point when there's sort of no going back.
Less than 10 miles north of Plymouth in Campton, New Hampshire, along the Pemigewasset River, you'll find the Blair Bridge, one of only 60 or so surviving covered bridges in the state. But this one is always deserving of a visit when in the area, if only out of simple respect for the fact that it is still here. After all, it's been gone and nearly gone more than once. So, Blair Bridge, it's like the covered bridge with 9 lives.
It is.
Right?
It is. Yeah, it is. This bridge the first bridge here was built in 1828, and it was destroyed by arson in 1869.
Rebuilt in 1870, the Blair Bridge is long in distance, 293 feet, and name, designed by the famous engineer, Major Stephen Harriman Long.
There were several long truss bridges that were used here in the state, but this is the only one left.
The author of Covered Bridges of New Hampshire, Kim Varney Chandler, sees the story of many of the state's bridges symbolized in this one.
There's a strong sense of ownership of these bridges, so if something happens to a bridge, there's a large cry for that bridge to be fixed or to be rebuilt in some circumstances.
In the wake of Hurricane Irene in 2011, a massive pine tree in the raging river punched a massive hole clear through the bridge. A year later, we visited as repairs were made by New Hampshire's legendary Grayton family. Today, with its centuries of misfortune and even death, the Blair Bridge has developed its own legends. Is it haunted?
Well, there are lots of stories.
One thing's certain, the largest story of these hardy survivors is about endurance, their own and our enduring affection for them.
They take us back to a time that doesn't exist. I mean, these bridges were built for horse and buggy. They weren't built for cars and trucks. But this one especially, I mean, people are still using it. It's just special. It just feels really special.
And besides fire and floods, Blair Bridge has been hit by oversized trucks 3 times in the last 4 years. Height sensors have now been installed.
Like Starwood Drive
Right.
every year. And back to the Museum of the White Mountains, they have a new exhibit now. It's actually called In the Path of Totality, a project from Plymouth State students and faculty who chronicled, if you will, the eclipse of 2023.
Awesome. Up next, crossing the Granite State on 2 wheels.